Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Ken Lavigne, singer and vocal coach here on YouTube. And today we are looking at the beautiful, the talented OFRA HAZA. This is a request, rather, it is sponsored by a viewer like yourself, a subscriber to the channel, Lores Hassani, who sent me a lovely gift via PayPal, which is always a great way to grab my attention, and a reaction request to OFRA HAZA Kirya, and Lores included a link. Hope you can react to this soon. Best wishes. Thank you very much. Very short and sweet message. And yes, I can. So yes, we will. Let us take a look at OFRA HAZA and let's just dive into this. 1, 2, 3, go. Get my headphones on here. This song is called Kirya. Or Kirya? I think it's Kirya. I can turn this up here. No. So getting already that Middle Eastern vibe from this track off the top with the, I don't know what that instrument is, that sort of reed, sounds like a double reeded instrument that gives it that whatever Middle Eastern texture, wind instrument there. And OFRA HAZA, who you might not be familiar with, but I've reacted to her before. One of her hits from the 1980s was City of Gold. I'm just going to read a little bit about her. It was an Israeli singer-songwriter and actress, commonly known in the Western world as the Madonna of the East, or the Israeli Madonna. Her voice has been described as a tender mezzo-soprano. And yes, absolutely, I would say a beautiful mezzo-soprano. And my goodness, Madonna, what a... I know that's intended as a compliment, but if they're comparing her to Madonna Ciccione, the pop star from America, I think there's no comparison. HAZA has a much better voice. She's a better singer. I'm sorry, Madonna fans out there. It's just true. Oh, so sweet, so incredibly sweet. I don't know if you can respect or understand, as a casual listener to singers and music, how difficult it is to maintain your pitch integrity while you're doing all of these incredible trills, these riffs, these runs, with nothing underneath you but that beat. And she's doing this incredible ornamentation on top of that beat, which is laying down the foundation for her to riff and scat almost. But it seems much more prescribed than just trying to riff without the structure. I think there's a little bit more structure to how she's creating this. Now, this is from her 1992 album. Listen to that bass. So funky. I love it. What I love about how she's handling these melismatic passages, these melodic riffs that she's inserting into the vowel structure of the line, it's so forward without ever feeling nasal. And that is one of the dangers, I don't know, one of the pitfalls, the traps that you can fall into when you're doing this sort of fast melodic work with your voice. And these wonderful trills, you can tend to push them nasal, which is not always an attractive sound, but she's never singing louder than lovely in this. There's no stridency. The tender mezzo-soprano is a really, I think, apt descriptor for her vocalism right now in this song. So Kirya is, from what I understand, and I did a little bit of reading about this song and about its context within, I think, her trajectory as a musical artist. This was recorded in England, Los Angeles, Brazil, and it was building on her successful blend of European pop and traditional Middle Eastern sounds. And according to this, I think this might be the liner notes from the album itself. It's a logical next step. Musically, it applied the sensibilities of pop producer Dom Was to traditional songwriting and instrumentation. And I think, here it is. There's a little bit more. It delivered powerful themes of longing, joy, and the plight of the downtrodden in several languages, much like many of her earlier works. I'm really feeling Kirya apparently is an ancient Hebrew name for the city of Jerusalem. And this is reflected in the lyrics here, this translation, which is so helpful to have the captions underneath, especially when you're singing in a language that most English speakers don't have access to. So it's so helpful. I guess what I was trying to say, sorry about this for the constant interruptions, what I wanted to try and say was there's a trance-like quality, this beautiful weaving of a vocal tapestry, weaving in and out, also expressing lyrically, but also musically with the voice. Just the incredible beauty and the sort of soulful joyfulness of wanting and yearning to be in this city. It's interesting. I love her vibrato, never verging on too fast or too wide, though it is a slightly faster vibrato. But in this style of music, I think it's perfectly appropriate and stunningly beautiful. There's this chord cluster that's gathering beneath her that, again, you have this groove laid down by the rhythm section, the drums and the bass, and it feels, like I said, very trance because it never seems to deviate chordally or harmonically from that particular center. But then you have what feels like these strings building underneath on this sort of chord cluster that it could go anywhere harmonically. I'm curious to see. We're halfway through. I'm not sure if we're going to get to move around in that. I think that's probably not the point of a song like this, but it's so... Adding some more percussive elements. Sort of a little call and response or an imitation between the flute, I think it was a flute, or some sort of flute-like instrument played behind. There's a bit of a flute solo there, and then we have Haza adding her sort of interpretation of what the flute just did. Sorry, I'm hearing this arpeggio up from, it sounds like a harp underneath. It has that sort of beguiling, magical feeling about it musically. So interesting. I love it. There's like this wonderful, delicious bend. It's almost like having a whammy bar or a wah pedal on your keyboard. So cool. Oh, yeah. Moving to a unresolved chord there at the end. So cool. I really dig that. That's really cool. Wait, hang on. Where are we going here? Oh, okay. That's the end. So interesting. Thank you very much, Lores Hassan. Thank you very much, Lores Hassani, for directing me to this track. I really enjoyed it. I think it's a beautiful track, a beautiful voice, and one that we need to listen to more often here on the channel. She has something really special and magical to offer. And hey, if you have someone who you think is an undiscovered gem that we need to explore, a beautiful voice that you know about, that you haven't seen us look at on the channel here before, why not drop me a line? You can leave a link down below in the description. Let me see if I can get that little, the thing. I will be sure to leave a link down below in the description. There's the little goofy animation. Yeah, you can look down below in the description and drop me a line that way. Also, too, if you have something to say about this track, hey, don't be shy. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Is this the kind of music that you'd like to explore more of on this channel? What do you think of OFRA HAZA and her style of singing? All comments are positive comments are welcome too, and critiques as well. And also, too, if you are not yet a member member of this fabulous community of vocal aficionados and music lovers. What are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the great stuff that we produce here every week on the channel. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, spending a few of those precious moments here with us, with me here on the channel. Love and appreciation to you all, and we will see you next time.